For the previous subclasses, we have had 5 colors: orange, light blue, purple, dark blue, and green. They are all the major colors of the color wheel. But what if the final subclass was black instead? What if the final subclass was taken? So, a taken subclass. How would it work? What abilities would it have? How would it be unique? I'm here to tell you all, with a few ideas that I have cooked up in my brain. So let's get into it. Let's start by talking about the grenade. You know that blight that taken captains throw? That would be a cool grenade ability. I would love to see it in PvP, with its blinding powers. It could also stun enemies in PvE, kind of like the void tethers from the Night Stalker subclass. It would just shoot straight out like a bullet, rather than having an arc to it. It would look just like the Captain's Blight, so there isn't too much to discuss here. Next up is the melee ability. I've got a pretty good idea for this one, so listen up. It looks just like the Warlock's melee for all classes, and it does a regular amount of damage. However, if it's charged and you kill something with it, it takes your enemy. If they're an enemy that can be taken, they become a taken ally that fights like any other sort of AI ally. I personally think that this would be super cool, but of course, I'd love to hear all your creative ideas down below. Let's talk about supers. This one is a roaming super, but with a sword. You would pull out a sword, which isn't incredibly powerful, but it does take every enemy it kills, and it would last about as long as every other roaming super, and it would work just a bit like a normal sword. I think that the ability to take enemies would be quite useful. The subclass would be even more dark and evil than Strand and Stasis, which would be really cool. Taking the minds of others is such an evil concept, and I love it. It would also be cool to have a taken shader, sort of like what you see on screen now. But it would work for any suit of armor, like a shader. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your ideas down below. I'd love to hear some creative ideas, and I would like to know what kind of things you guys can come up with. I'll see you guys next time.